guys, my name is Jenna. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have my husband Michael here as a guest, and today we're going to be talking about,
It's fine, no, this is how it goes.
I am the talker
Yes.
of the two of us, and you'll probably see that throughout this video, but he's here for moral support. We're going to be sharing with you the things that we would have wished we'd known before we started new construction. I feel like if we had watched a video like this, it would have been so helpful. So we're just going to tell you guys some of the things if you're thinking of starting new construction, or maybe in the future it's something you might want to look at. Definitely save this video and keep this in mind. Right now, we're working with a tract builder. We have about 2 months left of our build, so we will do an updated version when we move in on closing and all of that. If you guys want to see our new house and more of it, make sure you subscribe because I do upload videos every Tuesday. Let's get into the reasons. Let's get into the reasons.
Let's get into it.
All right, so our first thing we wish we knew was everything's included doesn't necessarily mean you won't spend money on upgrades. So your builder, when they say everything's included, that means they're gonna give you everything that you need to build the home. They're not gonna leave you tileless or cabinetless, but they might be really basic options like cherry wood cabinets, the basic square gray tile. Like our house, they didn't even include hardwoods in the living area. So this is really where a lot of builders get you, and they just give you basic options that you would definitely want to upgrade from.
Yeah, they pretty much give you the stuff that you don't want.
If you want white cabinets, marble countertops, be prepared to pay thousands of dollars to upgrade to those things. Most builders do give you credits to Design Center. For us, when we signed, we got $10,000 to spend at Design Center, which that's something if you're looking at multiple builders, definitely ask, hey, do you guys give a design credit and how much is it? Because when our neighbors signed, they got $15,000 and we got $10,000. So like $10,000 can get you nice cabinets and nice countertops if that's what you want. Just know when they say everything's included, that doesn't mean you just get to go to your Design Center appointment and pick whatever you want. Okay, so our next tip would be take pictures of everything during the building process. So we were told that our contractor would help us at our pre-drywall meeting by showing us where to run plumbing to go upstairs if we eventually wanted to build a bathroom up there, which we both did. Then we got to our pre-drywall meeting and they actually changed contractors on us. Our old contractor had actually resigned. So we didn't get that information because we asked our new guy and he said, oh, I wasn't here for your plumbing, so I actually have no idea where it is under the slab.
Yeah, thanks.
So that idea is kind of like, so if we had taken a video of everything underneath, that would have been helpful. So at every stage, if you plan on doing renovations in the future, take videos of everything. You'll know where the wiring is, where the plumbing is, and so if you want to do something by digging into the walls later,
You'll know exactly where to go.
yeah. Okay, so our next thing we wish we would have done a little bit differently is pick your lot early if you can. When we came across our lot, they were at the end of building in our neighborhood and we just kind of wanted in. So we did get lot envy of the lots around us and what we heard that they got them for and stuff. So when a builder opens up a phase of building, they'll open a number of lots for you to choose from. So if you don't mind construction going on around you, you can get these lots for significantly cheaper in the beginning because they are just starting out. So I think our neighbors, they got their house for like $10,000 to $15,000 less than we did. So if you really want to save some money, I would start at the beginning of a phase build with a builder if you can. So you can decide, do I want a cul-de-sac lot? Do I want a lot with a smaller backyard so it's less maintenance? Do I want a bigger backyard? Do I want a private backyard, or do I want to share a backyard with somebody? These are all different kinds of things that you can pick from. And some lots do have lot premiums. So if it's a beautiful big backyard, private with like trees in the back, and they're not gonna like build into that backyard or anything, sometimes those will be like $20,000 more.
If you think about it, it makes sense. I mean, if you're getting in at the beginning, you know, you have to deal with all the construction that's going to be going on around you for, if you're at the very beginning, maybe another year or two while they're still building homes, which can be a little bit inconvenient. But on the plus side, you get your pick. So, I mean, it's the pros and cons. You got to weigh those two, see what you like. You can get your pick, and that means a lot for some people not so much. And you can save a little more in the beginning because they're just trying to get things off, out the gates, running, going.
Pick your lot early if you can.
Yeah.
All right, so our next thing that we wish we knew are compounding costs. So this means that they can advertise an upgrade as one thing, but it really has hidden costs as you get farther and farther into the process. So for example, we got a walk-in shower because we walked through our model and we were like, look at this lovely shower. How much is it? Oh, it's only a $3,000 structural upgrade. $3,000, sure, for a walk-in shower. It's a little pricey, but let's do it.
Sounded nice.
Yeah. Just so you guys have a little bit of background, there are structural upgrades and then there are design center upgrades. So structural is anything having to do with your floor plan and house. But everything else design-wise is going to be an upgrade once you go to design center. So we went for the shower, right? So we were like $3,000, no big deal. So then we get to design center and they say, oh, by the way, if you want the second shower head that you saw in the model, because it had like 2 shower heads, that's going to be another $1,500. And we're like, all right, another $1,500, okay.
Which you kind of needed it for the shower.
Yeah, we were like, we already paid $3,000, so we might as well make this a nice shower. And then after that, they were like, oh, if you want the nice tile, and it was going to be $3,000 to upgrade our shower because the space was so big.
Yeah.
So
A lot of time.
at the end of the day, we're really paying almost like $8,000 for the shower. And I'm sorry, but $8,000 for a shower was not worth it to us.
It wasn't an $8,000 shower. If I was gonna make my own $8,000 shower, it would have been a nice shower.
Well, it was an $8,000 shower. We just
But
didn't
it
want to pay
wasn't.
for that.
It
It wasn't worth it.
It wasn't the $8,000 shower I would spend $8,000 on.
Right.
It was nice.
Our next tip is to really research your floor plans. I know this may seem dumb and kind of straightforward, but let me tell you why. Most of the builders don't have a model of every single floor plan, and they will have a lot for you to choose from in similar price ranges. So you kind of got to weigh what's worth $10,000 minus or plus, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they might just not have one that you can walk through at least close by. A lot of these builders
Right.
build all over the place, but they just might have a model you can actually walk through within driving distance or something
Right.
like that.
So we toured one model.
The one we initially picked.
Yeah, we originally picked our floor plan because we toured it and we liked it, and that was the first one we toured, and we were like, this looks great for our floor plan and the price, sign us up. And I also think I was guilty of this in the beginning. Mike wasn't so much, but I'm not used to looking at floor plans. So it's a little funny if you're not like used to knowing how they look and so that you can visualize what is written down and put on this little piece of paper. I think for me, it was just kind of like, oh, I see it has an island or whatever. But now when I look at floor plans, I can actually read them. So when you're going through, like really study them and try to get a feel for how it's going to look in person. And the more you do that, the more you'll understand what is being offered.
Just talking about like where your windows are, where your doors are,
Yeah, and just kind of like seeing the flow and like things that I didn't think to look at. Like our first floor plan, our master bedroom and our 2 secondary bedrooms shared a wall. So these were kinds of things that we didn't look at versus our floor plan now. Our master bedroom is over here and our other 2 bedrooms are over here.
It's different looking down on a little box as opposed to actually
walking through. And I think a lot of people just walk through and they see what they like and they're like, great, let's do this one because they saw it in person and they liked it. So yeah, basically we signed for this one floor plan and then we realized we loved another floor plan. It was a better use of space. It had like what we wanted. It had some options we could do like bay window bump outs, which ours didn't. It offered a second story. So basically when we went through the whole process of trying to change our floor plan, we realized we made such a big mistake that we were like begging our builder. It was multiple calls, multiple tries. It was just embarrassing for us. We also did this during the time of COVID, which I don't feel like helped because this was like when everything initially was like shut down. Like you couldn't even go anywhere. Like we got into that tour of the one we saw right before everything shut down. So there was no way we could even go see anything else. We just kind of felt like that was going to be it. Like we got to sign the papers now or things like might shut down even further. Like we just didn't know. So we felt very rushed.
And people were, over here at least, were buying up like crazy. I mean, things
Yeah.
were going very fast.
Right.
So,
Like when we bought our
Still.
lot, there were 2 other people we were competing with to buy our lot. Like she's like, "Oh, I have 2 other people looking at it right now." And like we kind of thought she was bluffing to like make us sign the papers. But like when we bought it, she was like, "Oh, hold on, let me call this lady because she actually was looking at it first and make sure." So basically, don't do what we did and research your floor plans. Make sure you know what you want, because in the end, this ended up delaying us 2 months. So yeah, we could be in our house by now, so don't do what we did. All right, so our last and final tip, which I feel like is the most important if you want to make good decisions for your home. It sounds straightforward, but hear us out, is take your time with
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
I mean, down to picking our exterior paint color, she was pressuring us. She was like, "Oh, I'm on the phone with my boss now. Which one do you guys pick?" And we felt really rushed, and I actually picked something. I didn't get a look at it close enough, and I picked something that I didn't even like. I wanted a lighter color for our house, and I accidentally picked a darker color because I got horizontal and vertical siding confused, because they give you these little tiny paint chips, and it's a long story. But basically, because I was rushed, I picked the wrong paint color for our house. And that's just one example.
Just one. To be honest, yeah, we felt rushed throughout the entire process, and every single one of those meetings that we've had with them, there has been a rushed feel.
They do overload them and they're very busy, but at the end of the day, that's not your problem, and you are spending your entire life savings on your home. So make sure it's what you want.
I think out the gate, you know, we've been, I don't know if it's a first time home buyer thing, because this is our first home period that we've ever done, either one of us. And I don't know if it's that side of it that we're kind of new to it, so we were a little hesitant to stand up for ourselves and
Just want to like be the good client, the one that doesn't rock the boat and that's super
Maybe
sweet
that's just
and they
us.
want to work with, because you think, oh, that's going to create a great client relationship. But no, you're always just going to be a number to them. They are going to rush you through a lot of things. You got to stand up for yourself.
Yep.
So I think that's definitely a mistake we made going into it. Now, like a couple months down the road, we're ready to just say, when we go to our final walkthrough, we're going to say, we need some time. So
our final walkthrough is going to be a whole lot different than the rest of these meetings have been. We're taking their time.
Don't feel uncomfortable because they're rushing you.
We definitely felt that way to start, but I can tell you now, we don't feel that way anymore.
Nope. And if we ever do this process again, I think that's going to be honestly the biggest thing we've learned, because a lot of negatives have come from us feeling rushed. Like a lot of rushed decisions and regrets have happened just because we felt rushed. If we would have taken an extra 20 minutes to say, hey, you know what? Just give me 2 more seconds on this paint color. I really want to like look this over and make sure I'm picking the right thing for our house that we were going to look at for the next, 10, 15 years.
There's a famous John Wooden quote. It's be quick, but don't hurry. And that's how you need to do it. This process, there's things you have to be quick about. You need to make quick decisions on your lot, stuff like that, because sometimes those will go. If you take your time too much on those, you end up missing out on a good lot. But for a lot of the other process, you can still do stuff in a quick manner, but just don't rush.
Listen to your gut. If there's any little voice inside of you telling you like, oh, I think so, but I don't know, I need like another second, like take that extra second, because it's worth it at the end. All right, you guys, so that concludes this video. I hope that you were able to learn something. We will be making more videos like this in the future. If you like this kind of content, definitely let me know. If you want to see a walkthrough of our new construction home, let me know. I upload videos, like I said, every Tuesday, and I really, really appreciate all the likes and comments and the feedback and the subscribers. You guys are awesome, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. We're going to be sharing with you the things that I have a pen in my hand. So this means, seriously?
Sorry.
Oh my God. Okay, let's get into the reasons. Let's get into
them. Let's just dive into those reasons.
Okay. Let's dive into the reasons. Okay.
That won't make the